I think this is an opportunity for Gwinnett to lead the nation. This pilot privatization program that the FAA has introduced has a very limited field in scope. They've only allowed 7 spots or 7 locations in the entire pilot program, of which Gwinnett was lucky enough to get one of those. There are, however, there aren't any more remaining. We got the last one. So I think everyone in the industry nationwide is basically looking towards us to see, well, what are you guys going to do? Are you going to pick up the ball and run for the goal line, or are you going to fumble? Now that we've been chosen, we've been given one of those opportunities, now it's up to us as a county to go out and find a private partner to partner with and to explore the possibilities as to how we're going to further develop the airport. At the present time, there was an RFQ that was sent out requesting qualified bidders. 3 independent firms have submitted qualification bids. However, the county has, at this point, tabled or has not acted any further upon this process. I think leading up to this event, we've seen a lot of misunderstandings as to what the intent of this pilot program was. We had the misconceptions that Lawrenceville was going to, or Gwinnett County Airport was going to grow and become larger. That's a misconception primarily because we're geographically landlocked. The airport's bordered by a railway to the south, and it's bordered by a state highway to the north. The airport only contains roughly 500 acres of land on which to build anything, so the idea of an expansion of the airport is just a misnomer. It's misdirection. It's something that some of the opponents to progress were touting and screaming, and it's just not true. I can tell you, since my experience is aviation, I've been in aviation since 1978. With the newer generation airplanes, the noise levels have been significantly reduced. The aircraft that are operating in scheduled service at this point in time are what they call Stage 3 airplanes, which means they meet a certain noise threshold. Most of the aircraft that we've operated out of Lawrenceville in past years have all been Stage 2 aircraft, which are actually noisier than Stage 3 aircraft. So the level of noise will not be anything greater than they've already experienced. The frequency of noise, which they're now concerned about by adding additional flights, is going to be nothing greater than we've already experienced, especially in the past. During the aviation boom years of 2005, 2006, 2007, Gwinnett was the 3rd busiest airport in the state. Hartsfield was number 1, Peachtree, DeKalb was number 2, and Gwinnett had operations on an annual basis that were directly behind Peachtree DeKalb. Subsequently, since the recession, most of the based aircraft have been sold off or traded away, or something else has happened to them. Our number of operations are down significantly, so with an increase in passenger service, it would definitely not even approach the number of operations that we had annually in years past. We will see a much more vibrant community. We'll see a much better maintained facility all around. Right now, presently, the county bears the complete expense of maintaining the airport. And as we know, budgets have been constricted, so there's been cutbacks. And the hope for any modernization at the airport in its present form from the county is basically going to be reliant upon those AIP funds, which we'll have to borrow from the Aviation Trust Fund. The county just doesn't have any money to put any into the airport. There's other important infrastructure projects that require the funds. living in the county, I don't want to see my taxes go up. So I think that, maybe just my opinion, but a private investment firm that comes in that wants to, put a great foot forward and show this as the model for the rest of the nation would definitely be an improvement over the facilities that we have. This makes sense.